This one up. Hey guys, what's going on? Sentient Potato here. I got me some cereal, not a huge amount, but for my purposes, a perfectly adequate amount. And milk. Now you may have noticed that there had been a stream for salmon that I immediately deleted. That's because the salmon had already gone bad. Which is, lovely. Just what the doctor ordered, you see. Anyways, so we're just having some Special K pumpkin spice, and not sponsored, of course, but I'm gonna just get some of that. So, gonna get some of this not here milk in there. It's as good as anything, I figure. I gotta start drinking this milk again. Alright, that should be, just to be safe. And there we go. Now, I got me a spoon here somewhere. Look at that. I just whacked my knee. That's not quite what I meant when I said, well, look at that. But, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I had done a fish stream, but, well, shit fell through. It is what it is. So, yeah, just having a nice bowl of cereal and milk. Can't screw this one up. There is something incredibly nostalgic about eating shitty cereal with lukewarm food pantry milk. Like, I know there's some folks who look down on you like, you're drinking milk from the food pantry and you're eating cereal that's expired. That expires in a month? What kind of monster are you? But it's like, dude, like, when I was a kid, like, I used to really love cereal and milk. As an adult, I still love cereal and milk, even though I rarely eat it because we usually can't keep milk on hand enough. So it's like, But, yeah, the way I see it, a little bit of cereal and milk never caused any problems. Thanks for the follow, by the way. How you doing? You ever have the Special K pumpkin spice cereal? I think it's good stuff. I'm doing alright. How about yourself? Honestly, though, this cereal is better dry, but, like, again, it's very nostalgic. It reminds me of back when I used to go to elementary school over a decade ago. That I'd just, sit down, have a nice bowl of cereal and milk. Because the school used to actually give us free breakfast. Sometimes it was toast, sometimes it was cereal with milk. It was always a good time. Yeah, no. Glad to hear you're doing good, by the way. Like, I gotta say, this cereal is shockingly decent. Like, with milk. Like, I was expecting far worse, considering some of these more bran/cornflake-like cereals can be real hit or miss. How that explains it's wheat and rice. That explains what's kind of keeping most of its crunch. Not bad, though, all things considered. Definitely, though, way better dry. But if we're doing a cereal tier list, then when it comes to in milk, C tier with Cookie Crisp as A tier, Cheerios as B tier, and let's see, Honey Bunches of Oats would definitely be B tier. Lucky Charms are shockingly enough an F tier. They just get way too soggy too quick. Yeah, no, it's going alright. Just it's not really dinner so much as an almost midnight snack where it's 10:45 here. But I mean, I had lunch around 5, so yeah, I guess it's dinner. Close enough anyways. But yeah, I'd say it's going alright. Had a false start early trying to cook some salmon that I pulled out of the freezer that whoever gave it to us, I think it was the food pantry, kind of screwed up in the processing. Already had gone bad, which is a mite irritating, but what can you do, right? One of those things. I gotta say, though, I should have kept eating this cereal dry. There is something inherently wrong about a cereal that stays crunchy after it's been soaked in milk for a couple minutes. That is just no. Like, I would have to bump this down to, like, if I actually had a genuine tier list, like a D tier. This is... Well, let me just put it this way. No. What are the nutrition facts, anyways? Let's see. With milk, 2 grams of fat, half a milligram of cholesterol, 340 milligrams of sodium, 43 grams of carbs. What a surprise. 9 grams of protein, though. So if I was working on my macros, you know, as if I have any muscle here, there'd be, you know, it'd be nice. 4.2 micrograms of vitamin D, 230 milligrams of calcium, 11.1 of iron. Not bad. Yeah, sure, feel free to ask. Let's see. 380 milligrams of potassium, 20% of your vitamin A, 10 of your C, 10 of your E, 25 of thiamine, 45% of riboflavin, 25 of niacin, 25% of your B6, 50% of your folic acid, and 50% of your B12. So, like, if you were lacking any of that, it's not bad, especially with milk. Nice. Didn't realize, though, that there was vitamin B12 in milk. Shows a little pay attention to those macros. Oh, well, thanks, Stream Elements. Odd, though, how this stays kind of crunchy. Don't know why it stays crunchy. Like I said, there's just something very inherently wrong about a cereal that stays crunchy when you're chewing it. Especially after, or at least when it's been in milk. That is just, no. Like, I know I've already said that once, but I mean, why? I do not have the cash for a commission or any of that, and even if I did, I would not ask, or I would not go for someone who just solicited me out of the blue on a stream. Appreciate you considering me, but no thank you. It's just one of those things. Yeah, I wasn't trying to be rude, it's just one of those things. Like, I tend to be extremely leery about those who just happen to hit me up in the middle of the thing, because I've seen plenty of my streamer friends who I used to be in touch with happen to get scammed that way. Out of curiosity, what's your favorite cereal to have with milk? But why is there all the crunchy stuff? Like, that's still strange. I could understand if this hadn't been soaking in milk for a while, but we're at about 5 minutes now and it's still crunchy. What kind of chemical crap am I forcing down my throat? It looks like it should be, you know, soggy and not crunchy at all, but it is genuinely crunchy. It is weird. I mean, 210 calories ain't bad. Or this is 1%. Maybe closer to 310, but still, not bad. Apparently had a hole in my bottom lip, was just letting a little bit of milk out of my mouth. Embarrassing. Holy crap, we're finally seeing it starting to soften up. What a strange cereal this is. All the flavors there when it happens to be dry, but none at all when you're letting it soak in milk. Fascinating. Dry, I would call this an S tier cereal, but soaked slash sopping, this is a B tier at very highest cereal. And better than cornflakes, which are with milk D tier, but that's an extremely low bar. So this is a crunchy wheat and rice flake with cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice clusters. Okay. You don't really taste the allspice. Everything else, absolutely, but the allspice gets kind of drowned out. Yeah, I mean, as far as this goes, I mean, like, I've had far worse cereals. Like, I've also had significantly better at the same time. Like, I don't know. Like I said, without milk, this was excellent, but I'm just still kind of flabbergasted by the absolute difference in flavors. This might actually be one of the most mediocre cereals I've ever had when it comes to adding milk. Like, this makes Cheerios, both in the Honey Nut plain or in plain variety, just appear like they are utter culinary delights. Probably helps that they actually, soak up and don't stay crunchy. Still even kind of retaining the cereal shape, but still crunchy. What the hell? I think I just got one of those clusters in my mouth. And the reason I say that is because there is a pretty strong flavor of nutmeg, cinnamon, and ginger. No real allspice, though. So I'm still confused. Yeah, no, that's very strange. Well, this is already turning out to be less of a shit show than the salmon stream was. So I suppose, mild progress, yippee! Sorry, just got an incredibly hard bit in my mouth. I'm actually gonna have to, pardon me. Huh. It's like an unprocessed little chunk of corn. Weird. It was not like this at the beginning of the box. I genuinely don't know what I think of that, chat. Definitely a very, like, 3 out of 10 cereal when it comes to adding with milk. Like, this is actually hard to eat just because of how the crunchy bits. Alrighty. Well, we're almost done this this bowl of cereal. And it's just bad. Like I said, it would be fine if it weren't so damn crunchy. I think tomorrow's stream might be soup. Oh, damn, you just see my knee, guys? Perks of arthritis. But, yeah, no, I think this stream's just gonna be soup. You know, I say this, like the next one. So I got some stir-fry mix. I have some ideas on how to make a decent enough broth. And I've got time. Thinking maybe pull out some chicken or something. Actually, no, maybe not chicken, just where, you know, see what we got, and then I'll get it pulled out to thaw. Like I said, well, tomorrow it's going to be another cooking stream, and then Friday's going to be gaming, you know, back to our regular schedule. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited because, you know, cooking is one of my passions, and when something goes seriously wrong, it both throws me off my groove, and just kind of makes me sad, because it's like, damn, you know? Like, you know, at least when it comes to something like an ingredient being spoiled, especially when it's the main ingredient, it's like, damn, you know? Like, I should have realized when it kind of smelled like fish in the wrong way, but I was thinking, okay, maybe someone fucked up the seasoning. It's known to happen, but, yeah, no, this was... That shit was rotten. With a capital R. That was quite possibly the most reprehensible and vile thing I have ever pulled out to try to cook with. And here I was, and you know, like we've had some tuna that was so poorly processed. It smelled and tasted like really disgusting, rotten fish oil. And if you know that smell and that flavor, you know exactly what I'm talking about and are probably viscerally gagging right now. But, yeah. Suffice to say, I am not impressed, nor am I amused, if I'm honest with you. But, yeah. By the way, the pot I'm probably going to be cooking tomorrow's soup in is this pot right here. Now, this is a kinda sketchy non-stick. It's seen better days, but I mean, got it secondhand, so I mean, you know, it'll do the job, is what I figure, right? Now, what I'm thinking... Oh shit, I accidentally sent the little cloth at the back of the chair down. Now, what I'm thinking is what I'll probably do in that pan first. Kind of saute the chip. Actually, no, that would take too long. Because I only have like a set amount of hours in the kitchen. Well, I mean, I got some pre-prepared chicken in a pouch. It's not ideal, but it's got kind of that chicken broth flavor, and I can kind of, supplement that with a little bit of bouillon. Or maybe better than bouillon. And then with that I can just kind of toss in some sage and some stuff like that if I want that kind of more hardcore chicken flavor. Or I can kind of balance her out with some more bold ingredients, maybe a little bit of lemon. Either way though, I kind of want to do a chicken soup, but... Actually, I don't know if I can... I'll have to figure that out, because I don't know if I ruined my fridge to do that, actually. Or at least with that pan, and there's no real small pots anymore, because the couple of handhelds just disappeared one day. At least for the ones to make like a small soup. I'll have to figure this out, Chad. I apparently do not possess the brain power tonight. It doesn't help off and on today. I've been playing Rocksmith 2014, trying to like figure out, or at least bumble my way through like learning the guitar. And honestly, so far I ain't doing bad. As far as it goes for like a beginner, I'm not really doing too bad. With Icky Thump, if you guys have heard that song, first try got 38%, and that's with dynamic difficulty on, of course. Like with it off, I only get like 5 or so percent. But with it like on, I was up to like 38%. Like it just kept giving me note after note after note after note. I thought that was pretty cool. And I think the reason I did so bad was just where today was only my second day of playing guitar. Like, you know, I've got a long ways to go. Or at least that's kind of what I figure. because I ain't dropping the guitar this time. Oh, yeah, I got a single uncerealed piece of, or unmilked piece of cereal. Let's see how much better this is than in milk. Genuinely night and day, even just that small piece of seasoned bran. Well, I think I've yammered enough. Let's get some more of this cereal into us. Don't know why I'm speaking in the multiple third person, but, well, like I said, I've been yammering for a while. You guys hear about the new Twitch content guidelines? Every day, Twitch makes itself slightly worse. I'm almost tempted to just jump ship over to YouTube. Back permanently again. But, like, I don't know, it's like, on one hand, that would be cool to do. Just, you know, actually start doing YouTube stuff again. But on the other hand, I do have, like, one or two regulars to show up who are pretty cool. But, like, you know, it's hard to decide, because, like, you know, there's pros and cons. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really think on that still. Especially with the new content guidelines for advertiser friendliness or whatever. Like, I see bands becoming more arbitrary, and ad revenue being just taken away at completely arbitrary times again. Because, I mean, hell, VTubers are getting banned arbitrarily, despite the actual bad actors just getting allowed to do whatever the hell they want. Because that politic one especially, if that mattered, say a certain champagne socialist whose name I'm not naming would be completely banned and wouldn't be getting ad revenue at all. But, well, I'm just some asshole eating cereal. You guys hear that, that apparently, a certain individual, specifically a Catboy Ranch person, is back? You'd think that person would be in jail, considering all the stuff that that person's done, but, well, apparently not. Decided to come back the other day, and, you know, just on, I think it was YouTube or one of them, and he was like, yeah, okay, buddy. Oh, what do I have in the bowl? Special K, pumpkin spice, and some milk. I'm actually almost, done with it. How you doing, by the way, Rompers? Been a while. With milk? No. Without milk, it's good, but with milk, it's terrible. Stays crunchy, too. It's weird. I'm doing alright. But damn, is this confusing. It's like a cereal that actually stays crunchy when mixed with milk. I don't know why this stays crunchy, but like that last spoon or mouthful I had, all crunchy and hard bits. At least I know I don't have that issue with this milk here. Speaking of milk, do you hear that there was an ice cream company that just debuted a breast milk flavored ice cream? I saw that and I was like, the fuck? Because, like, I mean, come on. Breast milk flavored ice cream of all things. What in the hell is wrong with people? I mean, it's probably going to sell. Especially to multiple fetish communities, but why? That's fair. Like, I'm fine with soggy cereal myself if I'm doing cereal and milk, but, like, yeah. You know, it's incredibly weird, like, I mean, if I could talk, I'd understand selling something like that at, like, an Adam and Eve, or, like, one of those kinds of stores, but, like, at a regular store? Are you kidding me? Or maybe it's for special order, either way, but, like, why? I noticed that because one of the food accounts that I follow that, keeps on top of the latest food trends and latest food news, like, they were showing that, and it was like, okay, and I thought the Taco Bell keynote was weird enough, but no, now they got breast milk ice cream. But no, this isn't like made out of breast milk, dude. This is breast milk flavored, which is why. I more question what chemical concoction they used to come up with the flavoring. Did they like? No, it's artificially flavored, dude. From what I could tell, like it's not actually made from the real stuff. It's just flavored to taste like that, according to the thing. Hold on, give me a second. Let me get the cover on this, and I will actually walk over to my computer real quick. Let me just get the milk put in my pocket real quick. And then, I suppose, we'll go on over to find out. Let me just put this in the sink real quick. Gonna have to do dishes after this stream. Easy enough. Yeah, for... Interesting turn of phrase there, but yeah, no, definitely. I hope so, too. But yeah, I got that retweeted. Let me just pull up my Twitter real quick on the computer. Let's see. Once that loads up. Alright. Chrome. Alright. Now let me just click profile. Let's see. Keep scrolling. So much AI stuff lately, huh? Let's see. That's Dr. Doom being world's best hater. Let's see. Where is the breast milk ice cream? Man, I got a while to scroll, don't I? Ah, here we go. Frida breast milk ice cream. Let's see. A limited edition, of course. Hold on, there should be a quote tweet actually from Foodbeast themselves on this. Let's see. Oh, hey, Hippies is doing Grillo's Pickles flavored snacks. That's cool. Let's see. That Minute Maid vodka pink lemonade. Anyways, let's see the news on this. Breast milk flavored. Of all the things, though, I get, like, everything's trendy, but, like, why? Let's see, though. Wow, what a surprise. Men are interested in tasting titty milk. No fucking way. No. Anyways. Sorry, this article is, like, very interesting. Let's check out their website, though. My search history is already cursed enough. Bruh. The website says, sign up below to stay abreast. You know, I'm gonna just sign my email up for this shit, just so I can see what in Sam Hill is going on. Right. Oh, yeah, I gotta put my name on, too. Why not? I get weird enough emails since assholes decided to sign me up for multiple BDSM sites. Alright, I'm on the list. I'm thinking this might actually be actual breast milk ice cream, because like this Frida website, they seem to sell baby, mom, and fertility products. Like they've got snot suckers, upside down Perry bottles, for they got some kind of thing called the gas passer, a sickness survival side kit, a humidifier, labor and delivery postpartum recovery kit, breast care self-care kit, conception aid cup, ovulation and pregnancy test / track set, and that kind of stuff. So I think this might actually be real actual breast milk. Let me just click the shop, I'll see what they got. Cooling pad liners, maxi pads, instant ice ones specifically, postpartum underwear, healing foam, hair detangler brush, labor and delivery, postpartum recovery. Yeah, this is good lord, this is actually breast milk ice cream. What? The fuck? Well, I suppose it takes all sorts, but like, why? I don't even know how to react for that. It's like, dude, I don't. I, you know, sometimes, yeah, exactly. To each their own, but like, sometimes people's inside thoughts should stay inside rather than being a marketable product. But I don't know. Like that's yeah. There's not enough words to explain the sheer, just plain fuckery behind that. Like, I, I don't even know how to, like, react to that. Like, I cracked a Homelander joke earlier, but I mean, you know, come on. Low-hanging fruit, might as well, right? Because I was thinking it wasn't actually breast milk. I was thinking, okay, this is just some, friggin' viral joke that was made to be flavored like it, but nope. Real, actual I'm reeling. That is... I know they say different strokes for different folks, but maybe you should keep your hands out of your pants and stop stroking off. Good lord. Like, and now I know it's, like, on the same site for, like, pregnancy kind of shit, but you cannot convince me this is not, like, some kind of fetish bullshit. Because, like, I've seen enough at this point to recognize when this is someone projecting their fetishes in an attempt to make some money as well. Alright, let me just get that in here. Get this into the stove. Close her up. Off. Open the draft very slightly. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to... Thankfully, I don't remember the taste, nor would I want to either. But again, just... why? Like, I'm still reeling of all the things, and you're making breast milk ice cream. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to crack open a cold one to get that taste out of my mouth. So I suppose, rompers, if you got 'em, drink 'em, because good lord in heaven. I don't... Man. Yep. This beer still sucks. That is vile. It still tastes like canned red kidney beans with the slightest hint of PBR. I'm drinking Outlaw Mile High Light Beer. Got a 12-pack for about $11 on Friday. Because I had the little bit of cash on hand. And I was like, sure, why not, right? Like I said, it was like a 12-pack for, like, I think either 10 or $11. Might have been $10.99 plus the 5-cent can charge. It always happens. I mean, as far as beer goes, like, this is better than Budweiser, but that's an incredibly low bar. Doesn't give me, like, a blackouts after 2 either, so I mean, good stuff, comparatively. I think it was about, like, okay, 4.2%. I'm not a beer fan myself either. I'm just, if I get a little bit of cash, just trying them out. My favorite alcoholic drink I've had so far, out of a can, was either White Claw or this one tequila drink. It was like mostly tequila mixed with like lime and a bunch of stuff. Or it might have been like a Moscow Mule or something like that. I don't rightly recall because it's been like 2 years. Pretty good though, either way. But, I mean, the last drink I had that wasn't beer, I got around the same time I got this. It was one of those $3 cans of Voodoo Ranger Juice Force. Not bad, actually. Well, that sounds awesome, dude. Like I've never had the chance to have mead. If I like had the cash and knew somewhere that sold it, I would absolutely pick up a bottle. But unfortunately, I don't know anyone who sells, or else it'd be like, damn, bro, anyone got any mead? Like none of the local places around here sell it. Though one of the local places does sell this really nice pre-made pina colada stuff in a big ass plastic bottle, and really good. I got to refill my coffee machine actually for in the morning. Just make sure I didn't leave a cake up in there. Alright, good. Alright, let me just top her off. Out of curiosity, what have you been up to, Rompers? Do you finally have a head over your roof now? I know there was a whole house fire that happened, dude. Still sorry that friggin' happened, man. Do you finally have a roof over your head for you and Mama, Rompers? Oh, nice. That's awesome, dude. Sorry to hear, though, still about your house, man. Sent what little I could to try to help, but sorry that I couldn't do more, man. Yeah, not a problem, man. Yeah, fair enough, dude. Just still sucks that whole situation happened, man. I'll wait for water in my water cooler. Probably tomorrow I'll have to refill that. No, that ain't bad. So what dishes do I have to do? Alright, a little bit of silverware, a pan, a couple of bowls, and a cup. That's fine. I'll just get that done in the morning. That's basically nothing. Yeah, no, like just a little bit I heard here and there, plus just what I read off of the GoFundMe page was like, damn, bro. Like I'm genuinely sorry that happened, dude. Like that's nuts. Any idea what caused it, by the way? Like, I know the thing probably said, but it's been a while. Yeah, no, understandable. It's not how you wanted to start the year. I ended up starting my year by having to call the cops on my at-the-time girlfriend. Shit sucked, man. Like, it's just been a year from hell all around, man. Oh, it was the ash bucket. Oh, yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. That's why, like, we tend to bring our ash bucket immediately outside at this point, because, yeah, no, those things get real friggin' hot. Genuinely sorry, though, man, that sucks. Man, that's the worst, genuinely, right there. Good lord. You know, things will indeed work out. I know they will, man. But still, you know, it sucks seeing folks like get absolutely screwed like that. They say everything happens for a reason, man. So, you know, things, like, obviously things will work out, but it's like, shit, you know? Yeah. Man, it's been, like I said, it's been a year from hell. Obviously, you know, I already talked about the having to call the cops on my, at the time, girlfriend who no longer lives here, but then, from one of my co-workers from back when I worked Garland died of a couple of tumors and lesions in her brain. One of my uncles, like, his brain's almost gone because of, the bone cancer. Now, Grandpa's got more heart issues on top of the ones he already had, plus his brain's clearly going. Which, I mean, you know, at 89, fair enough, but shit, you know, it's already hard to see on top of all the other issues he's got. Then, like, shit, I don't know, man, it's just, it's been a friggin' year, man. Like, it's been just starting off in a bang and just getting progressively worse. I don't, you know, it's, yeah. I don't even know how to just react at this point, because it seems like life is just content to constantly throw punch upon punch towards me, and I don't even, like, you know, how do you react to just all these punches? Like, I know that, you know, you're able to, like, just roll with the punches, but eventually that shit's gonna hit you with a KO. And I just hope that when I wake up from this nightmare, it's at least slightly starting to look up, man. I appreciate it, man. Because, yeah. I just, man, you know, it's, I haven't, you know, shut down, started crying or anything yet, but hopefully I won't, because, yeah, it's going to be a whole shit show on top of things, but I just don't even know at this point, man. It just seems like, I don't even know. Just, it's a mess. Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at something on the ceiling. Man, I don't even know anymore. Sorry to bring things to kind of like a more depressing note. It's very tiring, man. And now, one of the hobbies I'd taken up, you know, for most of my life is just no longer appealing to me, so I have, you know, one less form of escape from just some of the shit going on now, and it's rough. Like, I took up guitar, and, you know, I play Rocksmith 2014 in an attempt to learn some music, so that way I can at least say I competently play the guitar, or at least can say that I play the guitar semi-well, but, you know, even that's not really too much of an escape at this point. I need it to really take a break. Wait, what's what? Rocksmith 2014? It is a game where if you have the real tone cable, you can hook up your guitar to it and actually learn to play the songs along the game. Like, it'll even show you each note, show you how to tune your guitar to what the, hobby? Oh, sorry, gaming. You know, I've been doing that just about all my life, and it just doesn't really interest me too much anymore. It's just, like, I'm trying, but, like, I don't know, it just really genuinely doesn't appeal to me anymore, for the most part. Like, I'm trying, but it just really doesn't, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's where the state of modern gaming is so bad now. Like, a lot of the stuff I grew up with doesn't really work right anymore, but it's like, damn, you know? But, you know, the Rocksmith thing is pretty cool. Like I said, played Icky Thump for my, you know, first time day on that guitar, and got about 39% score, which, you know, not the best, but, like, for a first attempt, especially not knowing really how to play the guitar, that was pretty cool, I thought. Man. I'm getting depressed again, and I know it's mostly just because of the lack of any real escapes or anyone to hang out with, but, like, damn, you know? Sorry, just looking at this bottle of cold brew. Let's see. Yeah. No, I know you know, man, but if man. Okay, this already expired, so there's a potential that this could be a little weird, but I mean, not the weirdest coffee I've forced down my gullet. If it sucks too bad, I'll dump her down the drain, I guess. Man, like I said, I need a break. Like, I need to actually just get out of the house and find someone to hang out with, but I don't even have that anymore. Because my next door neighbor, I don't talk with either side anymore, because one side's creeps, and then the other side just doesn't even visit anymore. I know, you know, life shit happens and all that, but, like, I don't know, it just seems like we're getting ostracized from the neighborhood, and how do you even cope with realizing that you're basically the black sheep of the neighborhood amongst all the other shit coming on? Good lord. Hell, I suppose I'll end the stream here. Again, sorry to end on a depressing note, but it's 11:30, I gotta head to bed. Have a good night, guys.